Developing news we're following tonight at 5. Brand new damaging details against the Connecticut Department of Children and Families.
In fact, a report released today says the department's safety plans for neglected children is inadequate. Channel 3's Dylan Fearon has read the report by the Office of the Child Advocate and joins us live in Hartford with all the details. Dylan.
Well, Aaron, Mark, good evening. We've seen the 15-page report. It gives examples of child neglect in Connecticut, and that DCF knew about this neglect, was offering services to families, but the report says those services were inadequate and not good enough, especially in the case of baby Kaylee, who died in Salem last year, ingested fentanyl with her parents' care, in her home in Salem, all while the parents were being investigated by DCF.
We have a big hole there right now.
Sarah Egan just released the damning report on how the state keeps neglected children safe. Her 15-page report calls out the Department of Children and Families, claiming it has inadequate safety plans for children.
One preventable death is of course, all would agree, one too many.
Egan outlines examples in her report, including the case of baby Kaylee. She was just 1 when she died in this house in February of last year from ingesting fentanyl after a year of neglect, according to DCF. Kaylee's parents, Travis Schubel and Ricky Thomas, were arrested, but they were already being investigated by DCF for neglecting Kaylee. Egan says DCF didn't do enough to make sure its safety plans were followed before Kaylee died. The report even says at no time in December, January, or February did DCF conduct an unannounced visit to the family to monitor the safety plan, assess the capacity of either parent, determine the condition of the home, or assess the safety of the young children in the home.
It was a major finding for us that there had been no in-person visits for the 2 months prior to Kaylee's death.
The report also says DCF scheduled an unannounced in-person visit on February 9th, but Kaylee died February 8th. DCF Commissioner Vanessa Durantes says unannounced visits are common, but safety planning changed during the pandemic.
The department was coming off of its pandemic response. In this particular case, there was an in-person visit that had been canceled by the family.
We still have an obligation to unpack what happened to baby Kaylee, to learn from it, to be honest about what occurred and what didn't occur.
I stand by the work of my department at the time that they were making the decisions.
And guys, another major find in this report today. Over a recent 3-year period, there were 99 child deaths that were being investigated by the state. Out of those 99, 24% of those children's families already had an open case with DCF. We're live in Hartford tonight. I'm Dylan Fearon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Guys.